So, howdy, hi, everyone. Greg Dixon for Shared Visions Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. And many of you have been following along. I've been doing a family story challenge. And why it's kind of dear to my heart is I think it's important to capture the stories of your loved ones, your parents, your cousins, your aunts or uncles, while you still can, or maybe even your own personal story. So, you can control the narrative of your life by capturing your own stories. So I've been doing a challenge, and I have a number of tools, a golden publishing kit that has a lot of the training that I've been providing for people to do it themselves. Uh, Starting from collecting things and assembling, publishing, all of that stuff, all of the suggestions for how to capture stories, collect stories. Anyway, I'm gonna spin it a bit, recognizing that many of you will probably want not want to learn how to do all of that stuff yourself, and you will want help, and I'm here to offer that help. So here's basically I offer a family story retainer, and there we go. And so I'm just going to go through what the main steps of this are. So there's the first one is the planning. So the first thing is we'll have a meeting and discuss, maybe with you and other family members about what do you want to share? Do you want just a collection of stories about individuals? Do you want a full biography? Do you want ancestry information? How do you want to release this thing? Who's going to read it? How are you going to do it? So all those things. The first discussion, first part of it is make an appointment with me to discuss what you want to do. And I'm just going to say we can have that meeting even if you don't take up the retainer. Just we'll discuss what it is what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your family stories? So the next part of it is collecting. So pretty much the first thing I do with any of my book clients or marketing clients is I create a Google Drive folder with the name and a bunch of subfolders to collect things. In the family story uh, perspective, what that means is we'll collect anything that you already have, like family photos, documents, clippings, any of those kinds of things, ideas about stories. And we'll find a place to upload, which could include photo scans of photos. So part of what I teach is that you can use nothing more than your phone, your smartphone here. I got a little bunch of travel stickers on mine, but a phone is really generally all that you need. There's some apps to make it easier to take photos of paintings, photos of your loved ones. You can take video of your loved ones. You can record with your phone, um, audio with the voice memo, and there's some other fancier utilities. But basically, any smartphone, certainly an Apple phone, will have everything you need in order to collect these things. And so I would create a set of Google Drive folders, give access to your family members, and we'll start collecting and uploading all that material. So the next step is assembling. So, what does that look like? You want to put out on web pages. You want to create little mini books, or you want to create a full book. All those things, whatever you determined in the planning session, we'll do, and we'll go forward with it. And then the fourth step really is the publishing, and I offer a number of different publishing options, and I think you might want to consider all of them. The easiest one for family stories is a website. So one of the things I can do is I can create a family website or maybe your personal story website. I've got a platform. I use WordPress. I've got a template, and I can teach you how to upload things, or you can send things to me to edit and put on there. and that's one of the best ways of getting going. Even if you want to put it into a book later, a website is a great place to start sharing your stories right away, because it's going to take time. And maybe this is a mission that you're always, every month you're adding something new. You're putting up a new profile of one of your family members, or something about, maybe there's a birthday or anniversary or a memorial or something along those lines. Um, my background is in multimedia, so I spent a lot of time creating um, video slide presentations of photos and videos, maybe some audio clips, putting it together. So that can be something you share on a family website. You can put almost any kind of media in there. You can put montages of photos. You can write stories, text. Pretty good place to start. The next thing is, if you wanted to have a more permanent, well, the website is permanent as long as it's live, but something you might want to give as a hold in your hand memento is a book. So the stories that we put together can be assembled into one or more books, and that is part, a lot of what I do in my publishing business is I help format, edit, and upload into things like uh, Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing or Ingram Spark if you want to create print books out of it. Also, maybe even an ebook, a Kindle book. And I also use a thing called I create flip books. So which you can have a completely true representation of what the print book looks like, only it's a flip book that you can put embed on a website, or you can send people with a link. So I can help you with all of those. I also have a thing called Digital Experience Edition, where I can collect all things digital, interviews, video, audio, flip books, all that kind of stuff, downloadable things in a multimedia membership area that can have various levels of password protection. It can be, some of it can be public, some of it can be, you know, intended for certain people, most more or less public, and then other things can be more highly restricted. So all of those things are possible, including creating an audiobook out of all of the material. So anyway, if you're interested in telling these stories, the first step is to go visit sharedvisionspublishing.com, book an appointment with me, and get going from there. The retainer I have is maybe ambitiously low. It's $388 for the first month, and then $88 to sustain it. What I have in mind with that is, if I create a digital repository or a WordPress website for the family stories, then that $88 a month can help sustain it, and we can build and add things as we go. Yeah, so and I also offer, if you think you want to do all of the work yourself, but you don't know where to put it, I can build that family website for you, give you access so you can add to it, and maybe help you, just be available to help you with some of the things with it later. So that starts at $88 a month. That's my cheapest retainer for anything that I do, really, and pretty fabulous deal. So again, go visit sharedvisionspublishing.com. And the retainer is I'm telling you in context of a family story retainer, but it also applies if you want to create publish books, online courses, any of those things. It's a very comprehensive retainer. But the focus today is on your family stories, because I think it's important to capture your family stories while you still can. I've done a number of productions of things, and it's surprisingly how many people that I did stories for are no longer with us. And you may already know some family members that are losing their capacity to tell their stories. So what I'm going to do is help you capture those stories, and there are lots of different ways of capturing it. I mentioned with the phone, capturing, taking photos of things, using voice memos, taking what you already have and uploading it into the Google Drive. And I can also facilitate doing family storytelling sessions, family interviews. I use this platform StreamYard, which is we can get your loved ones on online, and maybe you or I can ask questions, get them to tell their stories. All things are possible. It can be a lot of fun. It can be a lot of work, but it can be a lot of fun. So uh, reach out to me. If wherever you're watching this, you can probably send me a text message. And if you go to sharedvisionspublishing.com, there are places where you can push a button and make a calendar appointment with me. So let me know if you're interested in preserving and sharing your family stories, or if you're interested in publishing just about anything else. So that's all for now, and thank you very much.